Hello and welcome. My name is Ashton Wyatt. Today I will be sharing my project, Dance Lighting, Investigating and Creating the Signature Element of Color with lighting designers Jennifer Tipton, Beverly Evans, and Lucy Carter. I would like to start off with an interactive activity. How does this color make you feel? Does this color bring back a certain memory? Does this color remind you of a smell? How does this color make you feel? Color has the ability to bring back certain memories and affect our moods, and because of that, I became very interested in the use of color as a tool in dance lighting. Light is not simply on or off, though it can be. It is both a simple and complex tool in dance production, and its effective use is a very important dimension in the presentation of choreography. The lighting designer can utilize its various properties in highly creative ways, including the use of color, angle and direction, its sequence, its intensity, and its timing. After seeing Bruce Ward's dance company perform 6 November at the Moody Bass Performance Hall in Dallas, Texas, I was intrigued by the lighting design. 6 November embraced the power of rebirth and captured much of its mystery through the use of magnificent lighting. The dimensionality of the space was made deeper, higher, and wider by the lighting design. The light and space were enhanced by the vibrant colors of the costume. The swirling movement and the turning bodies appear to be larger than life. 6 November's choreography and well-designed production values allowed me to experience a sensorial moment in an environment of space, movement, light, texture, color, and time. It was a magical experience. The lighting pulled me into the work's narrative line, and I wondered how I might create similar designs for a choreographer. So I asked myself, how can I design lights for one dance that are informed by current research in the area for dance lighting design and 3 dance lighting designers? Within my research, I did a comparative analysis to answer my question. I would compare 3 dance lighting designers' utilization of color in creating an emotional response, mood, idea, or environment which supports an artist's work and appeals to the audience. In lighting for dance, 3 pioneering designers stand out for their use of color as the essential property and key element in their work: Jennifer Tipton, Beverly Evans, and Lucy Carter. Tipton, Evans, and Carter use color in the qualities of hue, chroma, and saturation as chief design elements in their lighting for dance. So, why is color important? Well, as you saw in our interactive activity, color can take you places. It can remind you of certain scents and bring back certain memories. For example, with the color orange, you can smell an orange. With the color green, it can take you outside or remind you of Christmas time. With the color red, it reminds you of love or being angry or being really hungry. All those things contribute to establishing a mood, an idea, or an environment. To create these ideas, lighting designers use many tools. I chose to focus on hue, chroma, and saturation. So, what exactly is a hue, a chroma, and a saturation? A hue is the location of color within the spectrum of colors in visible light, which allows the viewer to distinguish one color from another. Lighting designers generally find it helpful to identify a color's hue as some blend of the primary colors of light: red, blue, and green. Hues can be mixed, which occurs when two or more lights are shown in one area. Chroma is the measurement of the purity of a color or the amount of adulteration. Saturation applies to the total hue present. Within my research question, I found 3 lighting design pioneers who all utilized color in different ways. They all agreed that color is very important within lighting design. Therefore, these 3 designers are able to establish a mood, communicate an idea, and create an environment. For Jennifer Tipton, color as a supporting element in a production is about reinforcing the mood the choreographer intends to set to further clarify the intentions of the work to the audience. For Beverly Emmons, with the enhanced design capabilities of new computer-managed technologies, Emmons can enhance the production's ambiance and enrich the audience's emotional response to color. Lucy Carter enjoys working with site-specific installations because she can create a compelling environment using color. Now, Jennifer Tipton is very successful for establishing the mood through the use of hue. Jennifer Tipton excites the audience with subtle lighting designs presented through hidden choices. Tipton is known for eliciting moods and sculpting dancers' movements through light. Tipton also brings attention to the physical aspects of the action on stage by utilizing the dramatic and bold effects the use of light, color, and angle can provide. An example is in Paul Taylor's work entitled Esplanade. Tipton's lighting design uses a minimal approach with blue hues and high contrast. Beverly Emmons is very successful for communicating an idea through the use of chroma. Beverly Emmons is known for evoking strong emotions and reactions through the use of colorful patterns and architectural designs in her lighting. Her goal is to reduce the commotion within production work through preparation before entering the theater. An example is in Martha Graham's piece entitled Diversion of Angels. Emmons utilized warm, saturated colors to support the sensuous and appealing aspect of love, symbolized by the 3 couples as they dance across the stage. Lucy Carter is very successful for creating an environment through the use of saturation. Carter realized that for her, the role of a lighting designer is to compel the audience's emotions. She is intent on ensuring that audiences are in the correct place and time during the production, and they notice where the actors are located on stage through the presence of light. An example is in Wayne McGregor's piece entitled Atomos. A dramatic beam of bright white light made visible by haze, is located in the corner of a dimmed stage. The dancers gather into a clump as the light suddenly disperses, freeing the dancers to move across the stage through a mist of aqua green. So what does all of that research mean to me? For me as a designer, I took this knowledge and research and was able to apply it to creating my own design for a dance work by C.J. Anderson, a graduate student at Texas Women's University. Her dance is entitled Provisions, and here is the timeline for my process. October 8th to the 27th of 2019. I attended CJ's rehearsals and made specific lighting notes referring to space, time, and movement. In November, I created a photo voice. From November 4th to the 10th, I videoed the full dance, picked out significant moments, and chose certain colors to match the mood or settings of those moments. I created cues on a piece of paper from those moments. November 14th, I created my professional project. I designed lights for one dance. In December, I reflected upon my project and asked myself questions. Throughout my process of designing lights for one dance, I have utilized several methodologies and procedures throughout, such as a reflective journal with field notes, a comparative analysis, technical artifacts, video viewings, and a photo voice. The main methodology I used was a photo voice. A photo voice is a technique from Caroline Wang, capturing thoughts and images as data provided through rehearsals. On the left are two dancers in the studio rehearsing. On the right are two dancers on a stage dancing. After attending rehearsals throughout the semester and watching the piece develop, I was able to draft a design and label certain cues with specific meanings for specific moments in the dance. I would ask myself questions throughout the process such as, what do we see? And how does this idea relate to my purpose? So, why is color important to me as a designer? Color can help communicate a lighting designer's idea, which creates or establishes a mood, an idea, or an environment. Lighting designers have mastered color as a tool for artistic production through innovative design methods, creating such atmospheres and environments on stage for the audiences to enjoy. This led me to the creation of my project and elaborating on the 4 significant moments I developed throughout the dance provisions. These moments relate to the ideas and process lighting designers go through when creating their work. Throughout the dance, there were 10 significant moments. However, I only chose 4 to help me, as a designer, determine which qualities and properties of light will best deliver the effect I am trying to achieve. This picture portrays the use of a reflective journal, which helped me identify the moments throughout the dance. This step of my process led me to the creation of my project and allowed me to elaborate on the 4 significant moments. The first significant moment occurs when two dancers are in a pose at the beginning. One dancer is standing with his arms placed on his hips. The other dancer is in a child pose, tapping her fingers on the floor. The dancers bring curiosity within their movements, which to me suggests a theme of connection. The second significant moment occurs when two dancers are reaching for each other in a diagonal. Notice the two teal lights on either side of the dancers. This moment to me suggests a theme of separation. The third significant moment occurs 2.5 minutes after the second moment. One dancer hovers over the other dancer. The dancers transition out of that pose and dance together. This moment to me suggests a theme of isolation due to the empty space around the dancers. The fourth significant moment happens at the very end of the dance. One dancer falls into the other's arms, finding a moment of protection. This significant moment suggests a theme of trust. Once I had identified these four significant moments, I could then determine which lighting techniques to use, such as warm or cool lights, angle positions from the light source, or even high and low intensity. When lighting designers choose colors, they choose certain hues to reinforce the mood or atmosphere. Blues tend to be more calming and restful, while violets and lavenders are good neutral colors. Designers select colors to support the choreographer's ideas and desires. C.J. Anderson's idea was about a moment of finding trust and connection with one another for the dance provisions. As a designer, I was able to set the theme on stage for C.J. Anderson's piece through the use of hue, chroma, and saturation. I implemented sidelights in the opening, bringing the first duet to life on stage. I added a neutral, warm color within the sidelights to complement the costumes and create a subtle mood. Two highly saturated teal-colored LED lights appear from stage right and left of stage angles, creating two diagonal pathways. The teal LED lights slowly fade, and one LED light appears in the center with a mix of purple and lavender. As the lavender slowly isolates the dancers, they hover over each other. I chose two chromatic values of purple, as this color evokes the grief and exhaustion of the dancers. Mixing these values supports the emotions of sadness and confusion by helping the audience connect to the movement on stage. Near the end, subtle shifts of light start to emerge to reinforce the narrative of the dance. The light starts to fade as the dancers slowly lean into one another with a moment of trust. After creating lights for one dance, I was able to notify and observe how lighting designers communicate their concepts to the board operators, and realizing that communication plays a big role throughout design. In conclusion, these three designers taught me that there are many fundamental aspects and qualities to the properties of color. With those aspects and qualities, I hope this project helps others understand how important the properties of light are and how those properties support the dancers on stage. A quote Jennifer Tipton stated about light inspired me throughout this project. Light is the music for the eye and supports everything on stage. This project changed me as a lighting designer by helping me understand more about lighting terminology and the properties and qualities of color. Overall, I have many more choices available to me when I design lights, and I am able to create a mood, an environment, and an idea through the use of color.